Hello, beautiful souls. This is Tarot with Thom. Hi, I'm Thom. Today is Monday, April 27th, 2026. And today we're going to start off with our beautiful Modern Witch Tarot deck to get a couple cards of the past energy you're coming from, present energy that you're feeling, and your possible future energy. So let's see what your spirit guides have to say today. 2 cards, please, for past energy. There we go. 1, 2. Thank you. Line these up so you can see them. There we go. 2 for the present energy, please. Oh, almost. There we go. 1. Oh, 2, 3. Okay. And 1 more for the possible future energy. There we go. Thank you. Looking good. Looks like a good spread here. Make sure you can see them all. Okay, here we go. Starting off. Oh, 9 of Wands and 5 of Wands. Okay, this past energy that you are coming from. 9 of Wands. Persevering after lots of trials and tribulations, but you're still standing tall. All those 8 wands behind this person represent trials you've been through, you know, the fights, the good fights, chaos, anything that has been troubling you but that you had to overcome and you have overcome. Those are what those wands back there stand for. And notice how this person is still standing tall, maybe a little beat up, worse for wear, but they're still here and you're still here. And now for the 5 of Wands, you're coming from a place of feeling like you are being torn from all sides. A lot of, what is this called? Who has the bigger stick? Lots of comparison going on, lots of noise. So you feel like you've been having to try to hold your own amongst the chaos, being pushed and pulled this way and that. And that is no fun to be in. But you have persevered. You've come out on top. I can see you are worn out from playing this nonsensical game. And the 5 of Wands also encourages you to step back from that, whose stick is bigger game, comparison, keeping up with the Joneses, and asks you to really take notice of what are your strengths. What can you be proud of? What separates you from the crowd? Instead of trying to compare yourself to others, what makes you you? And let that shine. Focus on that. There's no point in keeping up with the Joneses. Beautiful. 10 of Cups to the Hierophant. So your current energy here, you are, I think after all that turmoil, you're getting outside of your own 4 walls here with the 10 of Cups to step outside and take a look at all that you are grateful for. You are feeling an attitude of gratitude. This family here, they live over here on this hill in this house. And, just like anybody, you can get caught up too much in the day-to-day hubbub. And they're like, you know what? We need to get outside of our 4 walls and go look at this big, beautiful world we're in and take in the abundance. So they go out to this little park by their house and they look at everything that this world has to offer. Look at this beautiful rainbow. Each of those cups filled with what they are grateful for, shining down on them, offering them insight into just how abundant they are when they have an attitude of gratitude. So that's a good energy to be in. To the Hierophant, asking you what's on the inside? What is your spiritual authority? Your true divine self. That's an inside job to get to know. See the keys at their feet. It's inviting you, it's inviting you to unlock those doors that you have kept hidden or maybe weren't aware that they're there. So it feels like you are on a journey of self-discovery, authority in all things spiritual and all things your inner world. And I think that's making you feel a little grateful too that you've got the time and space to do that, or you're making the time and space to do that. So this journey is one of the many cups that you're feeling an attitude of gratitude for. That's lovely. That's a lovely energy to be in today. Start your Monday. Okay, here's our possible future energy here. Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords. So you got double wands, some cups, and double swords. Very interesting. The Knight of Swords is a reminder to slow down. It is the fastest knight in the deck. And it is a warning that sometimes if you race into something before truly getting your footing and knowing what's going on, you might have some regrets. And so the Seven of Swords, paired up with the Knight of Swords here, is saying, think a little more strategically. Look how this person is walking. It is very purposeful, very strategic, taking their time. They are removing the edge to the situation. They are removing, the firepower here of a situation that does not need, a whole lot of argument or time and energy. Thinking strategically. It is also the card of self-sabotage. So before you race in to the next situation, think a little more strategically and don't stop with the self-sabotage. Because I'm getting the feeling that if you, your spirit guides are reminding you, and take your time. There is no rush or race in this life. Easy does it, steady. You don't have any pentacles, so I think that's what you're lacking here. Often when there is a suit lacking in the spread, Pentacles is the one lacking here. That means that is something you need to pull in. Spirit guide is encouraging you to pull in to your life. So we'll see if we get any pentacles with our clarifying cards. But with this first part of the spread, it is reminding you to think in the practical, slow and steady realm there. Yeah, because it looks like you have raced into things before. You've rushed in. We don't want to rush in. So good fair warning for your future here. All right, let's get some clarifying cards. We'll start with the Nine of Wands and Five of Wands. Thank you, that was lovely. We will read it like this. 1, 2. Oh, thank you. Wow, look at that. They are just flying out. 1, 2. Knight of Swords and Seven of Swords, please. 1, 2. Okay. Very interesting. All right. What happened to that card, didn't I? Y'all saw another card right here, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Did it fall? Excuse me for a moment, please. Very strange. Huh. Oh, it was this card. Okay. I remember seeing that card fall in that one. Okay. So let's get one for the Hierophant now. There we go. Okay, back on track here. Let's see. The Nine of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Cups. It's good to get some aces. Aces are all about potential. The Ace of Cups, it reminds you that you are loved from every direction, north, south, east, and west. It reminds you that the cup of divine unconditional love is infinite, unlimited. If ever your cup feels empty, turn inward, turn to your divine self, your higher self, or divinity, your faith, and refill your cups in these spiritual waters. You'll never grow empty. Actually, the waters are going into the cup, or vice versa. It is constantly being fed. So you might be feeling weary, coming from a place of feeling weary, persevering. But you know, and you have experienced this as truth, that no matter how run down you get, you will always have your own back. So the higher self, your divine self, and you will have love from all four corners of the earth, from all directions. That's beautiful. I love that for you, and it's the truth. Temperance, the Five of Wands. Okay. Temperance is the alchemist. Turning water into wine, turning lemons into lemonade, taking the things that are tossed your way, the situations, the people, the places, the things that have given you a lesson. You've had to learn a lesson, and you're taking that lesson and you are integrating it into wisdom. So all this hullabaloo that you have been dealing with has actually only been making you stronger, because you are an alchemist. You know how to take this chaos, pull from it what you need, let go of the rest, and incorporate the wisdom into your being. Beautiful. Excuse me. Seven of Pentacles to the Ten of Cups. Yeah, so that tells me that you are cultivating your garden. You are pruning and getting rid of what doesn't work, the weeds, or the crop that maybe you thought you wanted at first, but you had to try it to see if you liked it, and you don't like it. It's not serving your purpose, so you are then nurturing and cultivating the crop that you do want. And the crop is what you want in life. Your garden is your hobbies, your life, your passions, your bliss, your work, your play, everything. You know, what works, what doesn't. Your life is a garden. You're allowed to plant what you like. You're allowed to change your mind too. Maybe you thought you'd like the smell of, I want to say roses. I don't know many flower names. And then you realize, you know what? These aren't for me. That's okay. Not everyone needs to like roses. So by cultivating your garden the way you see fit, you're feeling very grateful. You are feeling the abundance of life because you know you're being taken care of. Divinely so here. We got the divine hand here in the Ace of Cups. And we got Temperance. This is I can't remember. I think Archangel Michael. It's one of the archangels. But it also represents your higher self. Any angel in the tarot deck also represents your higher self, your divine self, and your relationship to your higher self. So you are being divinely guided and protected. Your garden is growing beautifully. Ooh, I love the Empress. I can't remember in what numerological meaning this is, but I learned that my card, I'm like a double Empress. I think it has something to do with your birthday or something. But you got the Empress right now to the Hierophant. Okay. Your own spiritual authority calling you to dive deeper into yourself. And the Empress, who knows she is worthy, she knows that she is worthy of having everything that she desires. And she is unconditional love. She is a mother figure, the divine feminine. Does not matter your gender. This is just the essence, the embodiment of those energies. So you are, there's something in you that's like, you know what? No, I deserve this. I deserve the time it takes to turn inward, get to know myself some more, really truly get to integrate my life so I can live my full authentic self. And you are sitting pretty on these two thrones here. Look at this. There's no greater power right here than what is going on. Of like, I know what I want and I'm going to get it. I'm allowed to have it. The Empress, look, she's sitting on a lush throne. She is surrounded by love, the growth of the abundance of nature, this waterfall here, the trees, the sun shining behind her hat. All the stars on her crown represent all the zodiac signs. She represents everybody. Gorgeous. I am proud of you. And if you're not feeling like this, let this be your sign that you are allowed to have everything you want in life. As long as it doesn't hurt you or others, have fun. Follow your bliss. Go after whatever it is you want in life. And something here, definitely with the Hierophant to the Empress, that I have them like this. Let's say you want a Lamborghini, okay? You don't have the money right now. You don't have the pay grade, the job for it, but you want a Lamborghini. That's like, I want Lamborghini. Cool. You deserve everything you desire. Empress is like, cool. The Hierophant says, why do you want the Lamborghini? What is going on inside you that the Lamborghini symbolizes something? Oftentimes, when you ask yourself that, it's not the Lamborghini specifically that you want. You might just want financial freedom. Financial freedom, the joy to purchase whatever it is you want when you want. It's going to be different for everybody, you know. But for me, if I think about when I desire high-priced items, it's not that I truly want the high-priced item. I want the lifestyle that allows me to enjoy high-priced items. You know, I could very well get to a pay grade where I could afford, I don't want a Lamborghini, but I don't know, whatever the equivalent is for me. I love Friesian horses, and they cost like thousands and thousands of dollars. And maybe I'll be able to afford that one day, and I'll be like, nope, I really just wanted the opportunity, but I don't really want one. You know? So things like that. So the Hierophant calls in to think deeper about what it is you desire. Yes, you're worthy. Don't question your worthiness of it. You're allowed to have everything you desire. But think deeply. What is it? Is it security you want? You know, it could be with love, business, anything. Like your hobbies, your passions, your material wealth. Like what? Why? And you will discover a lot about yourself when you dive a little deeper. I highly, highly recommend it. I think that's why you're here. I don't think you'd be here if you weren't somebody who was kind of pursuing the depths of their souls. All right, we got the possible future energy here, and this is very intriguing. 5 of Cups to Knight of Swords. Okay. Knight of Swords being slow down, don't rush. 5 of Cups being the card of grief. Don't rush out of the feeling of being uncomfortable, because that is where you're going to grow, i.e. growing pains. If you choose not to grow, there's going to be a different kind of pain, the pain of stagnation, the pain of, you know, being trapped inside a box, and your body's still going to try to grow, but it's going to be painful because you're not letting the box open, as an example. So, grief, sit in it. Don't let it run your life. Officially grieve it, but don't rush the process. You can hold, the beautiful duality of humans is that you can hold grieving in one hand and moving forward in the other, and you are honoring both. You just, you know, this is encouraging you not to stay in the grief the whole time. Honor it. Obviously, major things can happen, or even small things. Things that we're going to grieve anything. We are human. That's the beautiful thing. So there are going to be things that make us sad. And if you are someone who just doesn't like staying in that feeling of sadness and you want to get over it, like, why am I not over it? Whoa there. It's literally, whoa. Don't rush that process. If you can give yourself that kindness and compassion to slow down, let yourself process that. Sit in that discomfort. You are going to grow immensely. You can't rush growth. So hold the duality of grieving. And yes, hold the duality of these 2 of Cups behind this person, which represent the 2 of Cups in the tarot deck, which is about love and partnership. And that does lead you across this bridge onto bigger and better things. So don't rush the process. Someone needed to hear that. Don't rush the process, whatever it is you're grieving. Sit in the discomfort. It is going to help you grow. And that's what we want. That's the whole job on Earth. Learn your lessons. Integrate. Otherwise, the universe will keep giving you the same lessons until you get it. So don't be that person who doesn't integrate it. Page of Swords, the 7 of Swords. Oh yeah. So the warning about no more self-sabotage and to think a little more strategically. The Page of Swords, they are, all the pages are like youthful energy, young energy. So it doesn't matter how old you are, but it's just the essence of the youthful energy. And sometimes in our youth, we can be quick to draw the sword. The story is the Page of Swords thinks he knows everything. He's young. He's like, I know everything. And As we all know through experience, no, we don't know everything when we're young, and we don't know everything when we're older. Wisdom comes through time. I don't want to say age, but through time, where we realize it's okay not to know everything. But this youthful energy, the Page of Swords, they are quick to raise their sword and slash back against anybody who says otherwise. So, you know, shoot first, ask questions later is kind of the Page of Swords' motto here. So this is encouraging you to not be so guarded in that way. Because they're doing it because they're insecure. They're guarded. They think that somebody correcting them is painful, hurtful to them. It's not. We got to be corrected as humans to be a part of this society. And it's better to know, oh, what is the appropriate way to handle a situation or to behave. So don't be so guarded on that. Listen, learn, slow down, stop self-sabotaging. You might learn a thing or two from the people around you who you trust. You don't have to listen to any old person. But slow down. Know that there are people around you who know better in some things. Not everything. But hey, before you put up your dukes and ready to fight, listen. Listen. Because I think you've been quick to say, I know everything. No, you don't. I don't. Nobody does. What can you learn? Page of Swords is asking, what can you learn from this person's situation or place or thing? What kept you? What are your triggers that you feel like you have to raise a sword and keep guarded? Look into that. The Hierophant too encourages you to look deeper. Why do I respond this way? This is some beautiful insight. All right, so to go over your Monday reading here real quick. You're persevering, and you are surrounded by love, and love will always have your back. Divine will always have your back. When you are in touch with your divine self, your cup will always overfloweth. You're still standing tall, despite the hardships you've been through, and love has helped you keep going. And you have turned this chaos, this, who has the biggest stick, competition. You're learning from, like, wait a minute, what is this truly trying to teach me? And you're alchemizing it into lemons into lemonade. And coming from that energy, right now, you're feeling quite grateful. You're reaping the benefits of the garden that you're cultivating. The garden that you truly want. What truly makes you feel grateful under this rainbow here. And that is good. That is good to be pruning what no longer serves you, what you no longer like, and really nurturing what it is. And it's okay to change your mind and learn. That's what life's all about. And the Empress and the Hierophant reminding you that you deserve everything you desire, and just to think a little deeper as to why do you desire that? What is the underlying feeling? What has gone on in your past, in your history? What does your soul truly want? Is it the Lamborghini, or is it financial stability? Fill in the blank for whatever suits you. And the Empress reminds you you're worthy of it. You're worthy of it. Excuse me. And the Five of Cups, the Knight of Swords, reminds you to slow down. Slow down in that discomfort, because you're going to learn so much more. Growing pains are there for a reason. We must go through growing pains in our growth spurts, and that allows us to expand. We want to keep expanding. So there's a lot you're going to learn. But take your time. Take your time. Hold the duality of, yes, you can move forward, but don't ignore the discomfort of grief. Let yourself grieve. Let yourself grieve. You actually will feel better quicker when you let yourself grieve than if you try to squash it deep down and never talk about it again. Then it's going to come up. It's going to fester. It's going to come up. It's going to be a wound instead of growth. Spare yourself that time. Just grieve now. And don't self-sabotage. A warning for your future. Don't be so guarded. Think more strategically. How can I utilize this situation? The situation that used to maybe trigger me to put up my walls. What is the situation actually teaching me? Reflect inward. Allow people to help. Know that you don't know everything, and that's okay. Get curious and learn. Pages are also, with their youth, in a learning stage. So let yourself learn. Beautiful. Lots of good lessons here. Know what you want and ask yourself why you want it. And slow down. Oh, There we go. You're ready for more. Number 40, your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes you have been contemplating. So you're ready for more. And it looks like you are making the changes. You know, this cultivating of your garden. You are ready for more. You can't rush some things, remember, slow down, but you are ready for more. Number 40, let's look at our handy dandy book, get a little more of the story here. Okay, a little short one. Look at this little paragraph. You are in a place of personal power in this moment, even if it may not seem like that. One more time. You are in a place of personal power in this moment, even if it may not seem like that to you. This is the perfect time for you to make changes in your career or to become self-employed. If you're seeking a promotion or a job somewhere else, this is your high five from me that you're in a position to go for it. If you've been wanting to create your own business, the stars have aligned. And you are ready. Plan carefully and wisely. Be strategic in how you go about making this transition. Ooh, strategy. See, where is it? Strategy. Be strategic. Think it through. Don't rush. This is the moment that you have been waiting for. Move forward with planning for your big change. I love that. This card, I forgot to mention, is from our beautiful Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle deck. The artwork is so lovely. Look at that big flower blossoming. See, growing pains. You're growing. Look at that big, beautiful flower that used to be a tiny little seed. You're ready for more. So, you know, it could be business, it could be relationships, hobbies, whatever, but you are ready to take it to the next level. I love that for you. So, we're going to wrap this up and let you get started on your week here, or if you're watching me in the evening, get ready for bed. I believe that you are the Empress here in this energy. You're like, I know what I want and I am worthy, and I love that for you. Never forget that. Just don't forget, why do I want it? Get curious about yourself. I hope this resonated with you. Take what fits, leave the rest. Share with someone who you think maybe this resonates with. You never know. Send them my way. Encourage them to subscribe and ring the bell. Hit the notification bell button, you know, so they're notified of daily horoscope, tarot readings. At some point, that's so funny I said that. I must be being guided right now, but I would like to start doing astrology, or your astrological signs, your horoscopes readings, you know, so like Aries, Taurus, weekly or monthly. We'll see what kind of time I have, but I do plan on expanding. So maybe that's one of my signs. See, you got to be open to signs. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. All the love, the likes, the comments, the subscribing. Like, you make my world go round. You make my life easy. This part of my life easy, because it's such a joy to do. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I love it. I love what I do. Love being here for you, reading for you. Makes me so happy. So, as always, like if you liked it. If you vibe with my vibe, if you enjoy my energy, and I know you do, go ahead and subscribe.